He was a doting, loving, caring, ordinary father. Father. He was their father.
I'm auditioning for the role of Billy.
I'm here for the role of Billy.
Auditioning for Billy.
This is Billy.
How would I summarize the story of Billy Tipton? He was a transmasculine jazz musician.
When I encountered Billy Tipton, that was the first time I encountered transmasculinity.
Those of us in this generation, we are in a much different place than Billy Tipton. We are public in a way that so many trans people before us haven't been able to be.
Trans people's survival through history was based on invisibility. It's scary when centuries of your survival have been based on not being seen.
And you have no models, you have no history. It's like you never existed, but you know you must have. And then you see Billy Tipton and you think, people like me existed and they did things. They were jazz musicians, maybe one of the greatest jazz musicians ever. So that you're looking for someone who exists like you so you're not alone.
I'm Billy Tipton. My band is here for the... Sorry, I wasn't expecting you to be...
Well, same to you, buddy.
There's a whole history of media where you see people and you don't realize that they're trans, and then something gives it away. And more often than not, it's the voice.
My voice still squeaks. It keeps dropping, so I can't get used to it.
I still trying to make my voice sound deeper all the time.
It's such a volatile and complicated thing to imagine that we know what people's gender is from looking at them.
It's not a question about passing. It's a transition story about somebody who's unhappy about something in their life and they figure out the way to make themselves happy.
Billy Tipton was so ahead of his years. To be brave enough to hide in plain sight.
He feels like he's the only person in the world who's like him. I've had that moment.
So much of my not being seen as a small person has led me to this role of somebody who desperately wants to be seen.
Lots of people in my community look to your dad as a kind of hero.
It kind of blows me away that, after all these years, anybody even remembers it. I thought I was like totally alone in this.
Pass is what? Regular? I don't want to fucking be regular.